Alyssa, I almost didn't recognize you in that row. Yes, you blended in quite nicely. Liam, are we on Zoom yet? Okay. So I know we have a lot of guests in the sanctuary tonight. Since the rise of Omicron, we found that most of our community is still just watching us from whatever media, whatever online format they'd like. So we have a lot of people on Facebook, on Zoom, on YouTube, and our website. So we try to start on time, but then we always have to wait until we actually have all these connected. And I do apologize. Occasionally you'll see Cantor and I staring at the cameras and not looking at you. It's not that we don't love each and every one of you, but we also know that there are people that are watching us there. So if we're looking at the cameras, we try to look at everyone, including the cameras. Still not on. Good, we're good. All right, great. And Cantor, you ready to go? Shabbat Shalom, everybody. It is great to see everyone here tonight. We've got a lot going on. We know that tomorrow, Reese and Macy, or Macy and Reese, God, I don't know what order to give them in without getting into trouble, are having a B'nai Mitzvah. Well, let's give a big cheer out for them. Not a big one. You two should rise and bow to all your guests. A little bow, a little curtsy, whatever you would like. Wave at all of them. Make sure that they have been working very hard, and I'm going to say this a number of times tomorrow, but they have been just a lot of fun to work with. They're really great, great young people. And we also have our or a sampling of our K through second grade students, mostly over in this section. So it's a big round of applause for them. They're going to come up and help us tonight. For those of you who are guests, tonight the service is a bit simplified, because we are focused on our K through 2 students. So if you come in our normal Friday night, we might do a few more prayers than we're doing tonight, and we might be a little bit more serious. But tonight, we're going to have some fun, we're going to pray, and we're going to welcome in Shabbat. Cantor Noah Shua, for those of you who don't know her, Rabbi John Hanish, and our rabbinic intern, Jade, right here. Jade, and wave at everybody. Here we go. We're going to begin with Hine Ma Tov, a fun version of it, EO. We expect everyone in this section to be super loud, and then all of you guys can figure it out as we go. Here we go. And over here also.
EO, EO. Oh, E-O, 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 oh, הנה מה טוב, הנה מה טוב ומנעים שבת אחים גם יחד. How great it is for brothers and sisters to hang out on this day. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים שבת אחים גם יחד. How great it is for brothers and sisters to hang out on this day. Shabbat, Shalom, Shabbat, Shalom. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים שבת אחים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים שבת אחים, שבת אחים גם יחד. שבת, שלום, שבת, Shalom.
We open up our books to page 138. Does everybody have a book? And all the little ones can share books or have parents help you with the books. We're on page 138 for Lacha Dodi. Lacha Dodi is when we invite a very special person into our lives. We invite, this is great, I love all this. Like, where am I? What page are we on? We welcome a very special entity into our lives, the Sabbath bride. And she's going to enter through that back door. We're going to be doing verses 1, 2, 5, and 9. And we're going to rise on verse 9. And we are going to greet her. And we're going to feel that spirit of Shabbat, well, coming into our hearts and our souls and into our community. Lachado D, page 138.
לך לך דודי לקראת לקראת קלה פני פני שבת נקבל לה 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 לך לך דודי לקראת לקראת קלה פני פני שבת נקבל לה 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 לך לך דודי לקראת לקראת קלה פני פני שבת נקבל לך לך דודי לקראת לקראת קלה פני פני שבת נקבלה שמור וזכור בדיבור אחד השמיענו אל המיוחד אדוני אחד ושמו אחד לשם ותפארת וליתי לה 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 לך דודי לקראת לקראת קלה פני פני שבת נקבלה לה 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 לך לך דודי לקראת לקראת קלה פני פני שבת נקבלה לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה כי היא מקור הברכה מראש מקדם נסוכה סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה לה 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 לך דודי לקראת לקראת קלה פני פני שבת נקבלה לך לך דודי לקראת לקראת קלה פני פני שבת נקבלה התעוררי התעוררי כי באורך קומי אורי 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 שיר דברי כבוד אדוני עלייך נגלה לה 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 לך דודי לקראת לקראת קלה פני פני שבת נקבלה לך לך דודי לקראת לקראת קלה פני פני שבת נקבלה.
Let's rise and face the back door.
בואי ושלום עטרת בעלם גם בשמחה ובצהלה תוך אמוני ים סגולה בואי חלה בואי חלה לך לך דודי לקראת לקראת קלה פני פני שבת נקבלה לה 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 לך לך דודי לקראת לקראת קלה פני פני שבת נקבלה לה 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 לך דודי לקראת לקראת קלה פני פני שבת נקבלה לך לך דודי לקראת לקראת קלה פני פני שבת נקבלה.
I'll be seated. Reese and Macy, grab your parents. Come on forward to light our Shabbat candles. No shortcuts. Take the whole ramp. Don't need anyone tripping right before the ceremony. All the way over there. I don't know who's going to light, but one of you will, or two of you, or whatever, will need to light our candles. As we light these candles, the Sabbath bride enters our lives. It's the gateway to our 24 hours of peace and rest. So as these candles are lit, maybe we should all take in a big, deep breath and hold it and let it out. Another deep breath in and feel the peace of Shabbat. Hold it and let it out. And one more deep, serious breath for all the young ones in the room. Very serious, deep breath in. Hold it and let it out.
La 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 la.
Let's all reach towards the candles. Let's pull in once for Shabbat love, once for Shabbat hugs, and once for Shabbat, how about dessert? That sounds good.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav וציוונו להדליק נר וציוונו להדליק נר וציוונו להדליק נר של השבת.
Mazel tov, and you can return to your seats. Samantha, I think you're coming forward right now. Samantha is our religious school director, and she's going to help lead part of the service because many of our children who are here tonight are involved. Let me get you a microphone.
Thank you. Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom.
It's so nice to see everyone here. So our kindergarten through second graders have been working on a couple songs, and tonight we're going to perform them for everyone that has these wonderful hand movements. And the song called Ma Yafa Hayom, and it's talking about how beautiful Shabbat is. And friends, remember how we learned about Shabbat? Yeah. And you've been practicing really hard and preparing for tonight, right? Are you ready to do it? Can you all come up and stand on the yellow line for me?
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Ma yafe hayom, Shabbat shalom. Ma yafe hayom, Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom. Ma yafe hayom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom. Ma yafe hayom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom.
And we should all yell out, Yasher Koach. Good job. And now we're going to ask all of you guys to turn around and face the ark, and maybe the teachers can rise too. We're going to have everyone stand for the Barhu, the call to worship. And you guys are our leaders tonight, so you guys are going to bow twice, okay? I'll tell you when, though. All right, here we go.
Light la 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Ready? Barechu et Adonai Hamevorach.
Now everyone bows.
Baruch Adonai Hamevorach Hamevorach Leolam Vaed Hamevorach Hamevorach Leolam Vaed.
Please remain standing. Our students are going to turn around and face you guys again. Can you guys all turn around and face? And you guys might want to get down in the front row. And Samantha, did you want to say anything before the Shema?
February is Jewish Disabilities Awareness, Acceptance, and Inclusion Month. And in honor of that, our students learned the Shema in American Sign Language.
אחת, שתיים, שלוש. שמע ישראל, אדוני אלוהינו, אדוני אחד. ברוך שם כבוד, שם כבוד, מלכותו לעולם ועד.
Now we say Yasher Koach all over again. Yasher Koach. Thank you for leading us in the Shema. You guys were amazing. And now we're going to send you back to your seats. Everyone can sit down except for Macy and Reese, who are going to come forward and join the cantor.
Microphones? Great.
I keep forgetting the camera isn't tracking me. They're going to be over there, Liam, just to let you know. Liam, Cantor's Bima. And now, we are on page 154 for the Vahafta, led by our B'nai Mitzvah for tomorrow. Here we go.
Hello. Great. אחת, שתיים, שלוש.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ושובך ובקומך וקשרתם להיות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיהם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתיכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
Macy and Reese, amazing job. I had the pleasure of meeting Macy and Reese last year during our Teen Tuesday program, but we were over Zoom, and so it's super exciting to see them in person and to be a witness to their B'nai Mitzvah. So I have a question for everyone, especially our youngins who are here today. What do you do when you are feeling happy? When you are feeling excited? What do you do? Hug her brother. That was a Freudian slip, okay. Oh, okay. Do we giggle sometimes? Yeah. Well, when I'm happy, I like to dance. And we're about to sing Micha Mocha, which recounts the exodus from Egypt when Miriam, the prophetess, brought everyone into the community in song and dance. So we have a very fun Micha Mocha this evening, and I hope you will stand and dance with us. Cantor Noah?
Okay, so if you want to, you can stand up and dance with us, but this is definitely a celebration. Dancing at the sea, Micha Mocha, dancing at the sea, Micha Mocha, dancing at the sea, Micha Mocha, freedom's on its way. We're jumping at the sea, woo! Micha Mocha, jumping at the sea, Micha Mocha, jumping at the sea, Micha Mocha, freedom's on its way. Everybody yell freedom! 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 Freedom's on its way. We're swimming at the sea. Micha Mocha, swimming at the sea. Micha Mocha, swimming at the sea. Micha Mocha, freedom's on its way. We're twirling at the sea. Micha Mocha, twirling at the sea. Micha Mocha, twirling at the sea. Micha Mocha, freedom's on its way. Everybody yell freedom! 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 Freedom's on its way.
Shakoa. It's you or me? So we are now turning to page 162 to sing about the joys of Shabbat with... Oh, okay, my mistake. I've asked our friends this question before, but I want to ask my little friends a question again. Are you ready for another question? Yeah. Okay. What's something nice you can do for someone who isn't feeling well? Yes. Hugs and food. Wow. Hugs and food always make me feel better. Yes, Ruth. Kisses and soup. These are brilliant ideas. Yes, Blake. Making a picture. Beautiful. So we have hugs, kisses, soup, pictures. Another thing that we can do when somebody is not feeling well in any capacity is to pray. And we pray not only to God, but we pray for our community to come together and support one another. We are now turning to the Misha Berach, which offers a blessing for healing for those who are physically sick or mentally struggling or emotionally struggling. This week we have specific people in mind, and after I'm done with my list, I will ask if you have any more names to add to our list. This Shabbat we are thinking about Eric Anderson, Richard Barrett, David Berger, Marco Bloom, Bella Kane, Gil Cherish, Jack Cunningham, Chaim Deckel, Mark DeVries. for Judy Fine Edelstein, Diane Fantel, Sharon Feist, Alex Fischel, Jackie Fizzle, the Haynes family, Hannah Bat Herschel, Sarah Knopf, Gonzalo Martinez, David Noddle, Bryn Pime, Joseph Rubin, Yossi Shashua, Lisa Sage, Paula Warner Schlenker, Wayne Shaw, Gail Silva, Rose Silrick, Julie Stein, Sylvia Nemroff. Of course, those who are suffering from COVID and those caring for those who are ill. When my hand reaches you, please say the name of someone you are thinking about so we can include them in our prayers. We sing together on page 371, Misha Berach.
מי שברך אבותינו מקור הברכה לאמותינו. May the source of strength who blessed the ones before us help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. מי שברך אמותינו מקור הברכה לאבותינו. Bless those in need of healing with רפואה שלמה, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen.
We are now turning to the Amidah, and the Amidah is a collection of blessings. And something I like to talk with our students about is how there's blessings for every part of life. There's blessings for when we wake up in the morning, or when we do something for the first time, for when we see a rainbow. And the Amidah has many blessings that we can choose and we can add to as well. At Hebrew School, we encourage our students to make their own space. So, my friends, we're going to show everyone what we do on Sundays and Tuesdays, where we find a space in the aisle where we can take 3 steps back and 3 steps forward as we begin the Amidah. Please stand if you are able, and we are going to be starting on page 164. Please feel free to spread out, find your own place where you can concentrate on your personal prayer.
אדוני שפתי תפתח ופי יגיד תהילתך. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו ואלוהי אבותינו ואימותינו, אלוהי אברהם, אלוהי יצחק ואלוהי יעקב, אלוהי שרה, אלוהי רבקה, אלוהי רחל ואלוהי לאה, האל הגדול, הגיבור והנורא, אל עליון, גומל חסדים טובים וקונה הכל, וזוכר חסדי אבות ואימהות, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה. מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיה הכל אתה, רב להושיע, משיב הרוח ומוריד הגשם, מכלכל לחיים בחסד, מחיה הכל ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות ומדומה לך, מלך ממית ומחיה ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמן אתה להחיות הכל, ברוך אתה אדוני מחיה הכל. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלה. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש.
We continue silently through page 180. When you're done with your silent prayer, you may be seated.
עושה שלום במרומיו. Let's hear you. עושה שלום במרומיו. הוא יעשה, הוא יעשה, הוא יעשה שלום. הוא יעשה, הוא יעשה, הוא יעשה שלום. הוא יעשה, הוא יעשה, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. Oh, say shalom bimromav. Oh, say shalom bimromav. Hu ya'aseh shalom. Hu ya'aseh shalom. Hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down.
See, I have the best seat in the house because I can see all the kids over here doing all the signs for that song. And it was really wonderful watching all of you do it. I wish we had thought about it. We would have put you up in front of everyone and had you teach everyone. You guys did a great job at that. So because we have our younger students here tonight, I'm not going to give a 20-minute drosh on this week's Torah portion. I will share a very short story. You guys want a story? Is that okay? Okay, thank you very much. All right, so we're gonna. At least I got a few people who want to hear a story. And over here, do you want to hear a story? Yeah. And what about the people in the middle? Come on, just pretend. All right, thank you. There once was a very famous Jewish king named Solomon. King Solomon, the son of King David. And he was really, 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 really smart. Was he smart, guys? Yes, he definitely was really, really, really smart. And he lived in a palace that was surrounded by gardens. And in these gardens, every kind of sweet-smelling flower would grow. He would walk around his gardens, just breathing deeply. It was so, so wonderful. And so he often liked to take naps in his garden. Who likes to take naps? Raise your hand. Okay, now, leave your hand up if you took a nap today. Yeah, I actually did take a nap today, I have to admit it. So he'd go out to his garden and he would take naps amongst all his flowers. Well, one day there he was sleeping away. Maybe he didn't snore, I don't know. But he was sleeping. And along came a little bee. This bee flew from flower to flower to flower, trying to find the best looking, the sweetest nectar. Took a little from here, a little from there. And then suddenly it landed on King Solomon's nose. And he was fast asleep. And that bee didn't realize it wasn't a flower, because the bee thought it was a flower. The bee didn't realize it wasn't a nose, and stung that poor king till he woke up. And King Solomon jumps up and says, I think I've been stung by an impudent bee. I don't know if I would use the word impudent, but this story did. And now King Solomon, he could speak the language of all animals, of every kind of animal, no matter what it was. And so he said to that bee, he said, why did you sting my royal nose? And the little bee hung her head in shame. Well, your majesty, she stammered, here's what happened. I was buzzing around gathering nectar, and I saw a beautiful lily flower, but it wasn't a lily flower. It turned out to be your nose. And I was so startled because, well, you scared me when you woke up after I stung you. And so King Solomon laughed and said, thank you very much. Someday I'll repay your kindness. You'll see. He was being a little sarcastic at that moment. But the king soon forgot about that little bee. And then a few weeks later, the queen of Sheba came to visit King Solomon, because she had heard that King Solomon was so smart. So she came to test him, to see how smart he was. And so she asked him riddle after riddle after riddle after riddle. And he got each one correctly. So finally she had one last test. She clapped her hands. And in came 40 servants carrying 40 bouquets of flowers. But only one bouquet was real flowers. And they stood 30 feet away from him. And she said, "Now, your majesty, before you are 39 bouquets of artificial flowers and 1 bouquet of real flowers. Look at them and tell me which is the bouquet that is real." King Solomon frowned because he had no idea. There were 40 bouquets of flowers. They're so far away. How would he ever figure this out? And he said, "Can you bring them closer?" And the Queen of Sheba just said, "No, I'm not going to do that. You're going to have to tell from there." But then suddenly along came a little bee. That little bee that had stung his nose. And the bee went from flower to flower to flower, bouquet to bouquet to bouquet, until finally it landed on one and stayed there. And you know what King Solomon thought? That's the real one. And so, well, he toyed with the Queen of Sheba a little bit and said, maybe. And then he pointed at the one where the bee was, and he said, "I think it's that one. I know it's that one." And the queen smiled and said, "How did you ever figure that out?" Well, he had a friend. He had a friend that was a bee, a friend whose language he could speak, a friend that helped him when he had no answer. And so that bee flew by him, and he quietly whispered in bee language, "Thank you, my friend." And then the bee flew away happily back to her hive. You see, King Solomon never forgot that every creature God made has something to contribute. Every creature, every person has something to give to a community. And so tonight we had so many people giving to our community. We had our cantor, we had our rabbinic intern Jade, we had Samantha, we had Hallie, we had Joe, we had, Alyssa. I almost forgot you. We had all the kids. We had, Reese and Macy. We had all of you. So many people came together to help us. And that's what we need to remember, that everyone has something to contribute. So my blessing for each and every one of you, especially if you're under the height of 4.5 feet, may you always find ways to help one another, knowing that everyone is special. And together we say, Shabbat Shalom. And now Rob Moline, past president, is going to come forward. The favorite word that every president likes to hear is the word past. So come on forward. We have a microphone right there. The internet, Rob, you do need it because of the internet. They won't hear in the internet world, yeah.
Well, one of the great pleasures of being on the board, being a past president, is welcoming the B'nai Mitzvah people into the community. You were wonderful on the day of Haftarah, and I'm sure tomorrow your bar and bat mitzvah will be just wonderful. On behalf of the temple, we have for you Kiddush cups. We hope that these will remind you of your wonderful time that you're having here at Kol Tikva and of your celebration. I know family and friends have come from far. I think I heard Texas, a lot of people from. So that's great. Congratulations. Have a wonderful time. Take a moment in the midst of all the celebrations just to sit back and go, yeah, this is really cool. Enjoy it. Bye. Mazel tov. We have a number of announcements, which I will find here in my pocket in a moment. It's so nice to be here and to see new friends, old friends. Peter and Dee Dee are here. It's wonderful. Thank you, Rabbi John. Thank you, Cantor, Noah, and Jade, Samantha, all of the teachers. Wonderful Shabbat, and we're so thankful for all of you being here with us tonight. Mazel tov to the entire Labarkin family, and congratulations. Enjoy the upcoming festivities. A few events coming up. Most of you received the Shalom sheets we had, so most of it is in there. You can follow along. Our Tzedakah teens are having a fundraiser, real easy fundraiser on Sunday. Go to the stand in Calabasas, Woodland Hills, and Northridge, not the Encino. And if you haven't been to the stand in a long time, it's not just hot dogs anymore. There's some wonderful food there. So when you get there, mention that you're with Temple Kol Tikva, enter the coupon code Tzedakah Teens, and the temple will get 20% of the proceeds that you're spending for the wonderful meals to the charities. For our adults, the annual Poco tournament is coming up March the 13th. New players and pros are welcome. Great prizes, food, bar, and fun games included. Really, it's something for everyone, and this is the lowest price event that we've offered for poker in the 3 or 4 or 5 years, 6 years that we've been doing this. Also, if you don't play, non-player tickets are available, so come to the exciting event. Our annual Purim community event is happening on March the 18th. Be a wonderful, amazing spiel followed by pizza, cotton candy, spin art, a magic show, ice cream, much more, like a wine bar. If you're interested in helping sponsor this event, please contact Lorene or the office. We'll make that happen. Save the date for our annual gala on May the 14th. Speaking of the gala, you can help the religious school with this fun contest. Do you have gift cards hanging out in your junk drawer? Donate them to the temple, and with those connections they'll become auction items. Maybe you've got vacation homes. You can play Tick-Tock Kol Tikva. I don't know, it's a lot of tongue twister there. It's a little thing here, so I guess if you donate one in every card or in a line, you win something as well, extra tickets or something like that. Keep your eyes on our emails because there's so much going on here at the temple. It's wonderful to have everyone here. A special thank you to the B'nai Mitzvah family, again, for sponsoring the Onig tonight. Thank you so much. Shabbat Shalom, one and all. Wonderful to be here with you.
We now turn to page 598 for the Mourner's Kaddish. Page 598. Our thoughts turn to those who have recently departed. We think of Audrey Georgianne Shy, remembered by the Shy family. Lee Gordon, remembered by the Strauss and Wildman families. Wolfgang Pasch, remembered by the Drescher family. Mario Arce, remembered by the Hanisch and Banner families. Eva Cohn, remembered by the Kalmanson and Rosenblum family. And Stanley Allen Fisher, remembered by the Fisher family. We also think about those who have died during the season and years past. Siun Adhami, David Ames, Seymour Burrell, Lubov Chernyovsky, Gerald Kahn, Alex Crystal, Jack Leon Drucker, Alexander Elson, Ann Hall, Herbert Karnofsky, Shabnam Karedian, Jerry Knopf, Alan Levitt, Charlotte Miner, Ann Shapira, Harvey Minsk, Louis L. Mitchell, Robert Rosenberg, Gussie Ray Selden, Sarah Shane, Sandra Siegel, Jerry Thaler, and Ida Young. If you have an additional name for our Kaddish or Yortzeit list, please share it with me now. If you're in the first 7 days of mourning Shiva, please rise. If you're in the first 30 days of mourning Shloshim, please rise. If you're in the first year of mourning, please rise. If you're observing a yortzeit, please rise. These are the mourners in our midst. We rise to show them our love and our support. We are on page 598. Yitgadal v'yikadash shmei Rabbah, be'alma divrach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon v'yimechon v'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael, b'galav v'zman kari v'imru. Amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarak le'olam olamei amaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei d'kudsha b'rechu. Leila min kol birchata v'shirata, tishbachata v'nechamata, damiran be'alma v'imru. Yehei shlama Rabbah min shmaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Oseh shalom b'ramav, hu yaseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol yoshvei tevel v'imru. Amen. May the one who makes peace on high grant peace to all who mourn, to all Israel, and to all humankind. And together we say, Amen. Here's the tough part now. I want everyone to put down your book but remain standing. If you have children with you, put them right in front of you. We're going to do a quick blessing of the kids. And if you don't have a child with you, then whoever you're with, put your arm around them. Offer them a blessing as we recite a blessing. And if you're standing alone, go find somebody and introduce yourself. If you're COVID friendly, we're not forcing groups together they don't want to be. If you could face them eye to eye, that's even better, but look at them in the eye. And now we say, Yisimcha Elohim ke'Ephraim b'naseh. V'sara Rivka Rachel v'Leah, yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. Yair Adonai panav elecha v'yichonecha. Yisar Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. May God bless you and keep you. May the light of God always shine upon you and be gracious unto you. And may the light of holiness always be part of your lives. Together we say, now whisper a special blessing into the ear of whoever you're standing with, whatever it might be. And now our closing song, Oseh Shalom, as you finish your private blessings.
Shalom. See, it's better than me. Come, let's hear you. Oh, say shalom bim. Hu yaseh shalom aleh. Oh, say shalom bim chamav. Hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Yaseh shalom. Yaseh shalom. Shalom aleinu. Ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom. Yaseh shalom. Shalom aleinu. Ve'al kol Yisrael. Oseh shalom bimromav. Hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Oseh shalom bimromav. Hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Oseh shalom bimromav. Hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Yaseh shalom. Yaseh shalom. Shalom aleinu. Ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom. Yaseh shalom. Shalom aleinu. Ve'al kol Yisrael. Ve'al kol ha'olam.
Macy Reese, come on forward. You're going to hold our Kiddush. Mom and Dad, come with them. You're going to hold our Kiddush cup. Pre-pandemic, we handed out Kiddush cups. Right now we pretend, so let's all hold up our imaginary Kiddush cups. And Macy and Reese hold that one together. Hold them up high, fill them with your favorite kind of grape juice. Don't spill it. Here we go.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם בורא פרי הגפן לחיים.
Take a little sip. And now if you guys could uncover the challah. Why don't the four of you take off your mask and someone from your family can get a picture of you up here. You can finish it, yeah? And hold up the challah, uncover that challah and hold it up. Uncover that challah and hold it up. And hold up that tray. I want everyone to point at that challah and go, yummy, yum, yum. Here we go.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם המוציא לחם מן הארץ בתיאבון.
Take a little bite of the challah. We're going to put it on the edge of the table. Depending on your own preferences, you can come grab a piece. For the family of the B'nai Mitzvah, there is a dinner starting in just a moment in the social hall. And I believe we have oneg. Where's our oneg? Is it outside tonight? Outside? Yeah, our oneg is outside. My guess? I don't know. Yeah. Oneg outside? No, oneg in here. Oneg outside for those who aren't part of the dinner.
Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, hey, Shabbat shalom, hey, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, hey, Shabbat shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shalom.
The service is now over. Go eat some more food.